what's up everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and yes, it is that time for another Top 10 Tuesday episode, and this is 18. This week, it's an interesting one, and it is about technological horror films. Now, basically what that means is films that have to do with, any type of technology that's, created the film. Yeah, this is a cool one, man. It took a little bit of thinking and, going through the collection, I was like, you know what? There's actually lots of films. So this is my top 10. Basically just did it pretty quick, but anyways, we'll get right into it. Number 10 is The Demon Seed. This is a really, really interesting flick from, I believe, 1977 about a guy that creates this, this kind of like this security system, this computer system that kind of runs the whole entire house. It kind of does everything for them. And essentially this thing kind of goes berserk. It kind of turns against the creator, and it starts kind of trying to do some crazy shit to his wife. So this one it's a really interesting flick, but if you've never seen A Demon Seed, definitely give it a shot. It's definitely one to check out. So number 10. Number 9 is one that I've talked about many times. I love this flick. Hardware. This is from the early 90s. It's a great flick, man. This is fully uncut, so it has all the gore intact. It's basically set in a post-apocalyptic world. About this guy that finds like this old android type deal from the past or whatever it is, something to do with the military. Anyways, it ultimately comes back to life and starts tearing up some shit. But there's more to that. But you know what I'm saying. Hardware. This one's awesome. I love the end of this film. It's fantastic. I love this setting. It feels so awesome. So number 9. Number 8 here is Pulse. This is the original film from 2001. The American remade this one. This one is really cool. Basically about some students getting after there's a suicide, some crazy shit starts happening with their computers. And yeah, so it's technology based on their computers. And this is an interesting flick, man. I think this one's really awesome. If you've never seen the original Pulse, definitely give this one a shot. Especially if you enjoyed the remake. It's just the remake's a lot different, but this one's cool. Love this flick. Awesome stuff. And that was number 8. Number 7 is a pretty well-known one, and that is Chopping Mall. This one's always been a topic of discussion many times through some people I know about this being a slasher film or whatnot. But this one right here is, it's just a robot doing the slashing. That's all it basically is. But yeah, this one, if you've never seen this one, it's about like killer robots, basically. These robots that are invented to protect this mall. They go ape shit and start killing off people one by one. Fucking fun flick, man. I love this one. It's awesome 80s cheese. Can't beat it. Chopping Mall. Check it out. I love this cover. This movie needs a fucking Blu-ray release, man. A really nice release. So yeah, number 7. Number 6 is another one that a lot of people probably have on their list, and that is Edward Furlong in Brain Scan. This one having to do with video games. He gets this game and just kind of takes him on a ride. This one's interesting. I love this flick, man. When this one came out, I believe in 94 or something like that, it was a trip, man. This was a cool fucking game. Very interactive, and that technology was just kind of, something you wanted to see, Very cool premise, though. I love this flick, man. This dude right here is fucking badass. Awesome shit. Brain Scan. Number 6. Number 5, we of course have The Video Dead right there. The Video Dead's an interesting one. Probably not a lot of people thought of this as being like a technological horror film, but because it's basically about, this TV that is kind of the gateway. It kind of opens up the doors for these zombies to come through it. So theoretically, it is kind of a, having to do with technology. So, but yeah, this random TV shows with this guy's doorstep one day, zombies start coming out, and you got some crazy shit going on. Love The Video Dead, man. I'm such a big fan of the film. It's so low budget, cheesy, but Really fucking fun. Such a blast. So that is number 5. And of course, number 4, we've got Terror Vision. That's so weird that, you know, I had to put these back to back in the top 10. So, but Terror Vision, of course, you know, having to do with this family's satellite dish, you know, aliens coming basically through that kind of deal, using the signal to beam themselves to Earth. I love that premise, man. It's fucking fantastic. The effects in Terror Vision are so awesome. It's got one of those theme songs that you can never forget. You can never get out of your head. And it's an all-around fun-ass film. The grandpa kicks ass in this film. Really weird and quirky characters all throughout. The house is fantastic. If you look at the pictures in the background, this one's fucking hilarious. But yeah, this is a great double feature. In fact, it's actually my favorite double feature of all time. I love both these movies. I watch them all the time. But yeah, so Video Dead at number 5, Terror Vision number 4. Number 3 is another bona fide classic, and that's Poltergeist, of course, with, yeah, the TV. So, you know, yeah, I mean, that's how they, you know, they kind of come through at first as the TV. So I thought I'd put this in here. I recently revisited not only this film, but the sequels too. And I gotta say, man, it's a really good trilogy. I know a lot of people shit on the sequels, but they're actually not as bad as people make them out to be, which is unfortunate that a lot of people don't give them more of a chance. But, you know, this film is really great. I'm not going to get into the whole Steven Spielberg, Tobe Hooper thing, but this one right here, oh, just so great. You know, Poltergeist, what can I say? Number 3. Number 2 is another bona fide classic, Canadian classic, and that is Videodrome, of course, from David Cronenberg. This movie right here is such a weird fucking movie. Every time I watch this film, I'm just amazed at how unique and interesting this movie is. I always seem to notice different things, and I don't know, this one's a trip, man. If you've only ever seen this movie once, you probably need to watch it again, because I can't imagine someone getting the full drift after one watch, but this one's awesome. James Woods is fantastic in this one. I don't want to get into the premise because it'd take all fucking day, but basically, you know, he's looking for the new and latest thing in television, comes across this tape named, labeled Videodrome, and starts to investigate, and it's just, it just takes you on a bizarre trip into the unknown. It's really fucking bizarre. Deborah Harry's in this film, of course, and I do highly, highly recommend Videodrome. This movie's awesome, and especially this release by Criterion is fantastic. Number 2, and of course number 1, if I didn't spoil it already by having The Fly as the backdrop, The Fly. David Cronenberg's Fly remake. What can I say, man? The pod in this is just fantastic, but using technology to create a very, very memorable mutant fly, half human, half fly. Yeah, this is just such a remarkable film. Effect-wise, acting, just effects. Everything about this movie is just fantastic. And it really does look great. This is actually a pretty decent Blu-ray. I'd like to see this one get like a really awesome edition someday, but I do like this though. But yeah, what can I say, man? David Cronenberg. Actually, I was even thinking about putting the other video game one that he has, the Existence one, in here too. I like that film. It's not necessarily a horror film, but it's, you know, obviously technology, but David Cronenberg always knows what's up. But yeah, The Fly, number 1, what can I say? It's bona fide classic. So The Fly, number 1, we'll do a recap here. Number 2, of course, we got David Cronenberg's Videodrome. Ooh. Number 3, we've got Poltergeist. Yeah. Number 4, we got Terror Vision. Number 5, we've got The Video Dead. Such a ridiculously awesome double feature. Number 6, Brain Scan, video game. Number 7, Chopping Mall. Awesome, awesome technological slasher. That's what we'll call it. Number 8, Pulse, having to do with computers. This is the original Asian, original Asian film. Check it out if you haven't. Number 9, Hardware. What can I say? This one's fucking awesome. Great gore. And number 10, probably the most unknown one here, Demon Seed, which I highly recommend. It's fantastic. Everyone should check this out. Great 70s flick. And yeah. So that is going to do it for my top 10 technological horror films of all time. Yeah. If anybody out there, has some more, I mean, I actually had to break this list down. I had so many more that I actually cut off the list, and But I'd like to actually hear people's lists on this one. This is an interesting one, so if you want to break it down, your top 10, leave a comment down below. And of course, guys, I will see you next week in week 19, and hope to see you there. Alrighty, peace out.